What is an NPI 1? What is an NPI 2? And what does that mean if you're being credentialed with insurance companies? This is something that is kind of confusing if you read about it, but it doesn't have to be. So today I'm going to clear it up, and I'm going to clear it up kind of quickly. We don't have to spend a long time on this. If you haven't been here before, my name is Matt. I'm a therapist in private practice. I also like to help other therapists. I'm stumbling my words. I apologize. I also like to help other therapists start, run, and grow private practices, and I make videos just like this. If you also are interested in joining my consultation community, you can check that out down below in the link in the description. That is a place where I review and respond to questions that come to me directly. But without further ado, let's just jump into today's video. So essentially an NPI number is the number, it's like a social security number for your professional self, all right? Most licensed professionals can get an NPI number, and it just identifies you as a licensed professional providing services, all right? Now, there are two types of NPIs. Number one is called the NPI 1. This is an NPI for you as an individual, okay? An NPI 2 is for a group or a business entity or a hospital or something like that. It's basically an NPI for a business or a practice. So let's just use this example. Let's imagine we have the hospital. The hospital is going to have an NPI type 2. The providers working at the hospital are going to have NPI type 1s. All right? Now, for most people who are starting a private practice, if it's not a group practice and it's just you, right, you're going to get an NPI 1. Well, everyone should get an NPI 1 to begin with, whether or not you have a group practice. You need your own NPI number, all right? You need to get an NPI type 1, all right? Now, when would you need an NPI type 2? You can get an NPI type 2 for your group practice. So if you've established a business entity, such as a PLLC or something like that, you can get an NPI type 2, okay? But an NPI type 2 is really going to come into effect if you're getting group contracts with insurance companies, right? A group contract is essentially when you panel with an insurance company and they contract your business, your group practice, and they give you basically one contract that all the providers at your practice will come into. All right. Now, group contracts are going to be different depending on the insurance companies. For example, an insurance company like United Healthcare, the last I checked, they require you to have 5 fully licensed therapists before starting a group contract, before giving you one. All right. But just because just because it's hard to, or it might be difficult to get a group contract, that's okay. You don't need an NPI type 2. You can still be contracted with an insurance company with your NPI type 1. All right. Yeah, so really the only thing that an NPI type 2 is going to help you with, especially as someone starting a private practice, is getting those group contracts, okay? Now, I do advise if you have a business entity, it's not hard to get an NPI type 2. It's totally free. You just register. I'll leave the link down below to how you register for type 1, type 2. It doesn't hurt to have that, but it's really only going to come into effect for people in private practice when establishing a group contract. That is less than 4 minutes. I think that should be enough information for this video. I hope you find this helpful. I hope this answered some questions. If more questions did arise, please feel free to leave them down below in the description. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video.